John, I have imported over your WordPress blog post to Wix, and I wanted to review with you a few things that we're going to need to do to get them cleaned up because the import does have a few issues and things are missing a few things. So while a bulk of the information and all the posts have been imported over, we just need to finesse them a bit. So um, you can do this in your dashboard, or you can also do it in the editor, and I'll have a different editing kind of Wix editor review video for you. This is just specifically for the blog post. So if you're in the editor, you can actually just navigate to the blog post page, which is under blog, and then you can click on manage posts. This opens up your dashboard. So when you log into Wix, you're also in the dashboard before you even get into the editor. So you don't have to get into the editor to do this kind of work. You can do it from the dashboard. And under the dashboard, it's under the blog. So you want to come here to posts, and then we can go into each of these and edit them. Now, one of the things I noticed was that when Wix imports a new blog post into the blog on Wix from WordPress, it's missing a few things, and there's some spacing issues sometimes, and then there's also an issue with it bringing over an excerpt that has some code in it. So first things first, let's look at your original site here, and let's find the same 3D design service post. Here we go. So clicking on this one, you do have pictures in this one, so that's great, but it kind of pulls them in, you'll see, a little differently in this editor. So there's two big ones here. We could make them side by side if you'd like, or you can make them smaller. So there's different ways to kind of manage and edit this, the layout of it. So you can shrink them down manually like this. You can also add a new gallery, they call it, so that has two images side by side, so you could go in and find those original images, and they all should be imported here, and then you can put them side by side. And gosh, where's the other one? Well, it's in here. Oh, there it is. So we'll add both of these. I think if you shift select them, yeah, or sorry, command select them, you can get both. Then click on add to page. Then you're going to come up here to manage, and you can change the layout. You can say I want just 2 per row, and then you can also choose to have the caption on it. So you want to go to manage media, and then you click on these and edit them, and then you can put a caption. You can also put alt text, and that way you can get these to look the way they did in the original post if desired. So let's go back in here. So double click or click on that image, and then you can put in the text here, and then we'll do the same thing with this one. I'm just copying this, then coming up here, hitting manage. I'm going to click on this image and hit edit, and I can put in that there as well. And so now I can get rid of these two. And let me see here. We have the grid, and you do have the thumbnails, but sometimes these don't always show the captions. It doesn't look like they're showing up. So, but that might just be part of this gallery. It may not show captions until you click on them. I think that's the case of this. So anyway, feel free to play around with it the way you want. Other things that came through that are weird or strange are things like this, where it's putting it into a table. Well, this doesn't need to be in a table. I think it's because in the original design you have boxes, and you could do that, but they just get messy and they're harder to work with. So I would say I'd copy and paste that text out of that table and then delete the table, and that way it's a little bit cleaner and neater. Going back to this one. And why does it have, oh, so this picture is showing up here. But anyway, you can see that if we want to make it look like this, there's some work to be done. It doesn't come in perfectly, unfortunately. Adding spaces is important. You'll see that some of these, the spaces or the return hasn't taken effect. So go through any of this and fix it up as desired. Also, these links can also be changed. Now, I would say that you'll want to do this after we build out all your pages, and that way you have a place to link to them. But you'll see here, it's linking now to the URL. So this will work because I'll set up all your URLs to go to the same place on the new site. So I'll have either 301 redirects if the URL has changed, which it will do on some of your pages that have a subpage in the URL. So I'll fix all that. So these will all work, but what you should do is turn this off because we don't want it to open up into a new tab since it is still going to be on the same site. Now these, until we launch, these are going to go to your old site, of course, but once we launch, they'll be going to the new page. So just keep that in mind. The other option is if once we're done building out all your pages, you can actually choose this link to, and then choose from the pages on the new site. I like this better. It's a little bit, it feels like it's cleaner, but it doesn't really matter. If the URL has changed, it might be nice to change them, but it's just something to keep in mind. But we can't really do this until every single subpage is built out because they don't exist yet to link to. So just something to keep in mind. I'm going to hit cancel on this, but whatever you do, even if you choose a page, make sure to check this off because we don't want it to open up into a new tab every time. I wish that was not defaulted with these imports, but it is, so it's something we need to go through. And then again, fix any spacing issues, adjust anything else. The last thing that that I would recommend doing is going into your settings, and then you'll see here there's the excerpt. For some reason, when it imports blog posts from WordPress, it inserts this HTML code for paragraphs of service, and it also does something weird that there was like a little bit of a blurb there. So go in and update these excerpts. These are what show up on the page itself with the preview of all the blog posts. So it would be good to get rid of any of those paragraph HTML code or anything else and fix this up. You can also just shorten it, make it a little bit more user-friendly because it only shows a part of the excerpt in the beginning of each of these. So make sure to go into that. That's under settings and then excerpt here. The last thing that would be good is these posts in the WordPress blog. Let's see. Okay. So this one doesn't even have a main image, so this one isn't a good example, but some of the other ones like this Graviton, the featured image they don't get imported when you import from WordPress to Wix. So it's important to come in and update these. Now I've done it for a few of them just to get pictures where there was none, but on any other posts, and let's go to another post to show you what I mean, because they're not all going to have that featured image. So you want to come in. What it does is right now it pulls the first featured image is going to be the first image that appears in the post. But if you want it to be the same featured image that you have on your old site, and here we are on your old site, this one doesn't have a featured image. So this is again another bad example. But like this image here, if you wanted this to be the featured image, you would want to drag this onto your desktop or save the file. You can right click and save image as, and then you want to come into your editor here, and this one now it has one, but maybe this isn't the one we want to show up first. So if you do want to change it, you're going to want to download that picture, and then you're going to upload it using this Wix Media editor, and click on it and then hit add to page, and then that will replace that image with the new one. So and this too we can put in here your alt text, and you can say something like product design or product designer for GT bicycles, carbon fiber bike or something like that. I always like to include good keywords like product designer or industrial product design or whatever, and then a little bit more to describe exactly what that image is. And that way you can control what image is showing up. So just something to note that it's not pulling every image that you had in your WordPress. Those featured images are not getting pulled over. So if you want to change them, this is where you do it. And that's also under settings. here. Now, another thing to notice is that here we have, if there's any ampersands in your titles, this extra code is coming through. So we want to fix any of this. So maybe it's just GT. Let's look at the original one. Oh, it's dashes. So those dashes are coming through as HTML code instead of with actual dashes. So make sure to go through and fix those where needed. Same thing with anything within the post. Go through and look if there needs to be extra space, add space, etc., etc. So unfortunately, yeah, we have to finesse these a little bit. The information's there and it pulled over most all the images other than the featured image. But if you want to edit any of these, go in here and do that. You can also adjust their size. You can write captions for them. You can do whatever you'd like to get this post updated. And lastly, if you want to update the publish date, so for example, maybe you updated a blog post and now it's new, it's not a bad idea to go in and change the publish date. You can actually change it to 2025 and so that it's updated. Google likes to see that more updated and recent stuff. So if you do update it in any way or add more content to it, it would be great to update that date. I'm not going to do that in this case, or well, I guess it looks like I did, but what was it, 2012? I can't remember now. Let's see. When was it? Oh, 2014. So this is an old post. So it would be probably not a bad thing. Although some of them, like this was a long time ago. So leave it as it is. If you're not updating it with any new information, you can just leave the existing blog post publish date. But that's there if you want to edit that. So just go through and check all these things. Clean these up as needed. If you want my help, I can certainly just do it on an hourly basis and go through and fix them up. But I figured this will help you kind of with budget and being able to do a lot of this yourself. I think that would be great. So let me know if you have any other questions. Like this one, this is another one that came through as it's like a table or something. It has something to do with the way it was formatted in WordPress. So what you can do is copy and paste the image outside of it, although that didn't really work either. So you might have to just reinsert this picture to get rid of this weird block. It's not 100% necessary. It's just if you want to try to clean up this this whole thing, sometimes it'd be better to not maybe have it in these weird tables that are kind of messing up some of the look of it. Also check and make sure that there's no missing spaces. It should underline any text or words that are maybe missing a space or misspelled, so that helps, and add spaces between the paragraphs. So just a lot of little finessing to make this just right. You can also again use those galleries, so feel free to use a gallery and then drop in all these pictures. All these pictures will exist in the media editor or library, so you would just kind of go in here and find them and update them. Another thing you can do in this media editor is rename these images so that you can call this what it is. So you could say carbon fiber bike, concept 4, or whatever, and that way it's easier to find these later. You can also use folders to create folders and put pictures into folders if you'd like that organization. For me, I like having them all in the main folder, and I like to name them with something that I can search, because you can search for images based on their file name. So if you put in carbon on those bikes, they would come up in the search. So just something to keep in mind to make it organization a little easier. And then when you're done with each of these, just hit publish, and that will make it go live to the site. It doesn't override the publish date, but it will make it go live. And so if you want to update the actual publish date, though, make sure to go into those settings. So let's close out of this, and then you'll see here, this is how the blog is formatted. I'm going to keep working on this a little bit, this design, but I wanted to show you some tips on how we can fix up these blog posts before launch so that they're not having some weirdness going on, like these paragraph HTML code in the excerpts, and then also making sure that they have the right highlighted image, the featured image for each one, and we're not missing any images that were in the original site, and just fix overall layout. So let me know if you have any other questions, And yeah, but hopefully this will get you on the way to get editing and getting these all polished up.